Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Today, we talk about the 10 things we like the most about this van. 10 things that we would never change in this van and that we would probably reproduce in the next vans, if there are some next vans. And we hope it gives you ideas for your own project.
Now, before we start, next week, we're gonna do 10 things that we hate.
Not that we hate.
That we would modify.
That we would do differently. A little bit.
Yes. So we are doing a video on that next week, so don't forget to subscribe. And before we start, we just wanna say a really, really big thank you because in 11 weeks, 10,000 of you subscribed to our channel.
Yeah, and we never thought that would happen.
And what's the most exciting about this is that I had made a bet with Dom, and since he lost, he now owes me five McFlurries. And so thank you very, very much. It seems like you guys like the channel, so thank you for that. If we had a bigger van, we'd invite you all for a party, but we have a small van, so no party.
And we made the calculations. It would take 2,500 vans like this to invite you all in here, so we might have to wait a little bit.
All right, let's give it a shot. Let's go.
Go.
Thank you. I love these little hooks. So number one thing we like about our van is our plates tray. In the previous vans we had tried, every time we would drive, the plates and utensils would go gling, 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 gling. They would rumble or they would either break. So what we did, we built this tray here that we pull out to put everything in place. So when we drive, you don't hear anything at all. Super easy to put back, easy to remove, so we know where thing goes. So what we did is before we built this, we had already bought the plates and we custom built around this. So this is something that we love, super easy. You know where it goes, it locks in place, and you just put it right back.
Can I hear the sound it makes again?
Gling, 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 gling. It just broke.
So one of my favorite aspects of this van is this water unit, and it was just well designed and well built for us to use water very easily. As you can see, it opens from outside, so you can put your 7 gallons of water right there. For those people who carried 7 gallons of water before, they're quite heavy. So this is very practical. And we have a quick, how do you say that?
Quick release.
We have a quick release system here that allows us to just twist the water system in place in a matter of seconds, and we're good. So this is very helpful for us when we have to change the water bins, and we probably will build that in the next vans. So there you go.
Another thing that we like about this van that we love, I love, are these little hooks. We have 3 here, 2 at the back, and they're just really, really convenient. You can let your dirty towels or wet cloths here. This is also where we keep our banana hammock. No bananas now, but that's where we usually put it. At the back, this is where we put hats and caps. And it's also where we put sometimes when it's raining and we need to like dry our clothes, we'll just have like a line from here to the other side. It's a pretty big clothesline, so we can just add underwear and shirts and things like that, so we can hang things in the van. So this is really practical, super small hooks. We can also hang my little thing here that you thought would die in 2 weeks, lasted 2 months. Just my little flower.
It's not the strongest plant I've ever seen though.
The leaves are green and it is healthy, and thank you. You're gonna stop disencouraging my plant.
Disencouraging.
Don't say bad things about my plant. I like the hooks.
The ceiling has to be one of the pieces I like the most about this van, just because it's very well built and it's good looking. We did a tutorial about this ceiling a few weeks back, so if you want to build it yourself, you have all the instructions. The fact that the lines are all pointing in the same direction helps us feel like the van is very big, and on a design point of view, this is very good. So I love the ceiling for this very specific geeky reason, and we will probably build that ceiling again in the next van, right, Bibi?
We would.
We will. So this ceiling is just great. It's amazing and it's simple. It's just a bit heavy, but it's very good.
Now, something that I love about this van is the storage right here. What we love is that it's accessible from the back. So if you know that things are in the back, you can just have access from here. You can also have access from here, from the top here. And if you're inside the van, you can have access from the other side as well. So let me pivot this. All you have to do is take this out. You have access from here, and you have access from here, and you have access from the back. So that is something that we love, storage on this compartment.
Another thing I like the most about this van is still related to the water unit. I like water units. And it's this faucet. First, it's very clean and good looking. It's like black and stainless, but it's also very useful because you can use it that way and you can go outside to clean stuff like your hair, your legs, other pieces of equipment and everything. And you can just retract it here in place if you have to continue using your sink. Looks pretty simple, but we had to think about it. And the pump system is right here, so everything is at hand right here. So we can just manage our water very carefully and very effectively with this Krause faucet, and it looks good.
Another thing that we like about this van is this tray here where we put everything. What I really like about this, me being a little clean freak OCD, is you can put things where they go. I hate when you pull out a drawer and everything is like all over the place. You have to like scramble and look for the things you like, for the things you want. So in here, everything is where it goes. It's easy, you can see it. I also love the fact that it's right behind. I know it's a tiny space, but sometimes people have them like in boxes. You have to open the box, you have to take out the box out, you have to open it, put the things back in, close the box, put it back where it goes. I love the fact that every time I do the dishes or every time I clean, it's really, really close. So this tray here, I love where it is, and I love the way things are set and placed. And you just put it back in place, lock it here on the side, and that's it. I like trays.
You like trays, don't you?
I like trays.
One other very nice thing about this van is this Norva box. It's just a lot of additional storage for everything that we don't want inside the van. For example, all the chairs, all the wetsuits, all the wood for the fires and everything. We could not keep all this gear inside because it's too messy, and this box is quite sturdy and quite huge for the additional storage it has. So without this, we would probably be in trouble, and this is why it adds a good plus to the van. I think we would keep that one, right?
We would.
Yeah, and I think it's an essential part of every build, and it's made by Norva, friends at Rivière-du-Loup, if you want to check them out.
Now, another thing that we love about this van is this pedestal here. In the van tour, we had explained it's a 3-in-1 stage Springfield Marine pedestal. It's black, it's hydraulic. What we love about it is that it pivots. Pivot! 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 So we love this because if someone wants to get in the van, you can just rotate this a bit, come sit, bring it back in place. What we love also, we can flip it completely this side. So say I'm cooking or say I want more space in the van, I can do this as well. And obviously you can lower it to form a bed. All you have to do to lock it in place is just close these little things here, and it will no longer move or lower. So this thing here is really, really cool. The fact that it pivots and that it moves. It's really sturdy as well. In the vans that we had tried before, what you usually do is you have like this post, you twist it in place, and then you add a table on top. It always wobbles. Every time you put food, the table is like sketchy. This is like super solid, super robust. So we love this thing here. If we were to have another Dinette setting van, we'd have this pedestal again, hands down for sure.
And I think my ultimate favorite thing about this van are the aesthetics, the colors we chose, the materials we chose to make the build. For example, this combination of white and whitewash with the dark brown counters and the dark brown ceiling makes a big difference in the overall quality of the build. As you probably noticed, we also have accent colors in the greens of the plants, the greens of the towels here, and the cushions. And we really like the neutral tones of this van, like the beige, the white, the grays, the browns, and the light browns. and the blacks, obviously. And one of my favorite color in that van, if you want to go outside with me, I think it's going to add a lot to your video, is the yellow lines.
No.
Yes, because without the yellow lines, this van would be something else. I think the yellow lines are just, you know, legendary. As you probably know already, it adds up to 5 horsepower. All jokes aside, Marie and I are arguing about the colors of the next van. I prefer this dark scheme with the dark counters and the dark ceiling. Marie prefers the lighter brown scheme, the Norwegian type of brown. So let us know which one is your favorite and we'll decide on the most popular. I think everyone who wins a Pop-Tart. We're gonna give away Pop-Tarts.
Ooh.
Is that okay?
I'm craving a Pop-Tart now.
And did you notice? When I have a ponytail, my head is sticking in the ceiling cracks like this. Oh, actually, you know what? This is how we could clean the ceiling. I think that's it, right?
That's it. Wait. There's a jelly bean.
There's a jelly bean from yesterday.
Don't eat it. That's disgusting.
Why?
Because it was there for
It's a jelly bean.
No, it's disgusting.
Okay. So that's it, folks.
There it is, guys. So 10 things that we love about our van.
Yeah.
What's your number one thing that you love?
In the van, it would be you.
So cheesy, dude.
I think the thing I like the most about the van is this water unit, just because it was well built and well thought out. The way that the heavy bins are accessible from the back is a big yes for me, just because they're very heavy. And the way that we can use a faucet to, you know, wash our hair and do the dishes and everything. This is a very practical unit. What about you?
Mine would be the box at the end. I love the box at the end only because in this tiny space here, we do have 2 compartments at the end where we can store things, but only one of them is available. So the box at the end I love because you can put everything that's like dirty, shoes, hiking boots, chairs, wood. So things that would take
a lot of space inside.
And that would make a mess, like with dirt and sand and everything, you can just put in the box. So it adds a lot of storage. So that box is something that I love. But in this tiny space with the configuration, the box I like the most.
So stay tuned for next week, because next week is the opposite than things we would change in this van. And that's it. If you have comments or questions or
insults,
leave them below here. We love everything you say, and we try to answer to everyone.
See you next Sunday. Bye now. Toodaloo. See you later, alligator. Goodbye now.
Goodbye now.
I need to go take my cup of tea.
Cup of tea? Let's go drink a cup of tea.
Cup of tea now.
Cup of tea now.
All right. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye now.
All right.